Hello everyone, this is Sideswipe Prime 606 here with the video review of the My Little Pony Fesoferbex slash Studio 613 Custom Blind Bag Derpy. So let's get on to the review, shall we? So here is Derpy, very nice. I'm getting in close here so you can see the details. Very nice hand-painted eyes, they are properly derped. Now Fesoferbex, or is it Fesoferbex? I'm just going to say Fesoferbex, anyway. So, he did this really interesting effect of whatever's drawn lines in the show, he painted in, so you can see her nose here, as well as her nostrils, and whoa, way out of focus, as well as her mouth. He did the same thing on the wings and on her stomach as well. If my thumb were in a way, you could see that. And even, similar thing on with the hair here, he did this, glossy, darker yellow with this matte over it, so it just adds this really interesting effect. Like I said, same thing all over. Did the same thing on the tail here, and also very intricately painted. Whoa, way out of focus, way out of focus. Very intricately painted cutie mark, just very nice. This dude has talent with a paintbrush. Again, cutie mark on both sides, that's the advantage with customs, that you get the proper cutie mark on both sides. Now, if you remember so if you own the Blind Bag Rainbow Dash, you probably know that her tail continues to here. It's sculpted right there, but it's not painted. Fesoferbex painted that. I am astounded by this guy's attention to detail. That is just amazing. That he would go, he'd go there with it, just paint everything. It looks really nice. Now, originally, I thought this was a 35, but I asked him about it, and he said it's supposed to say SS, it's his signature, so that's pretty neat. So, yeah, that's all there is to say about Derpy, I guess. So for size comparisons, again, here she is next to the original article, Little Blind Bag Rainbow Dash. So you can see, the differences in the paint job. Very nice. Here she is next to a Lego minifigure, and you can see she's a bit taller than a Lego minifigure. And now here she is next to first edition Starscream's shins. Whoa, and he fell. But yeah, she is next to Starscream. So yeah, it's a blind bag, they're not very large. So I picked this up for $20 at EQLA. Oh, sorry, I bumped the camera there. Do I think it's worth that? Yeah, because it's a typical going rate for custom blind bags. He told me the way he prices it is that he basically pays himself $5 an hour, so, it doesn't, again, the $20 price point doesn't bother me because it is a custom hand-painted thing, and that is, that's a price I've seen for custom, just straight repaints of blind bags. Now, if you want to get one yourself, I will put links down in the description to his Etsy shop and his DeviantArt. So, you can go get one yourself if you want to. Now, other things he also has these things called Angry Ponies, which are blind bags done up in Angry Birds color schemes. He also has one that I believe is based off of a creeper from Minecraft. I don't play either Angry Birds or Minecraft, so those didn't really interest me. He has a Luna that I'm really tempted by. But that does cost a little bit extra because that Luna does use the Cadence mold that comes with Shining Armor and Twilight Sparkle, the 3-pack. Now, he does do commissions. He will do OCs, but the thing is, the prices of OCs will vary. Say, if you want a completely different mane and a completely different tail, that'll cost extra. I don't remember the exact pricing structure he has. How he has pricing. He shows, his pricing list on his DeviantArt. Like I said, I'll put, links to all that stuff in the description. But yeah, very nice little Derpy. I probably will do more custom reviews, because I do think that these custom guys do deserve a lot more attention, and there's really no reviews for this stuff, and I do think that people really should know what they're getting into when they buy a custom, because, you know, commissioning something, anyway, I worry, speaking for myself, like, I worry, like, oh my gosh, is my custom going to turn out right? Like, what's the quality of the work? Because looking at pictures, it's kind of hard to tell what the quality of the materials is going to be, or, like, the quality of the stitching with a plushie. Like, you don't know what it's going to be like until you get it in hand. So I do own some custom plushies, and I own a Luna that I commissioned a while ago. It's a custom, it's not a plushie. Thought I would like a plushie. So I might review those at some point, but like any future custom pony stuff I get, I will likely review, just so give these custom guys more attention, and because I do think that people should really know about this custom stuff before they so they know what they're getting into. So I guess that's pretty much all there is to say about my custom blind bag derpy here. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.